Well, Target is going to have a giant target on their heads if this thing keeps going. Apparently, they are now announcing that they're having a gender kind of thing when it comes to bathrooms. Now, this means that a man who classifies himself as a woman can go into the women's bathrooms. You will believe that there's a lot of outpour and a lot of outrage when it comes to this situation, considering that there's a lot of pedophiles out there. Now, I'm not quite sure if this is only in a certain states, but I'm not quite sure because I really don't go to Target. But you're telling me that they're allowing men to go in to females' bathrooms just because they say that they want to be known as a female. I say that this is going to make a giant controversy when it comes to the whole rape culture thing. Because feminists are already pissed off about it. Well, honestly, I'm surprised that feminists aren't even talking about it, honestly. With men going into female bathrooms. Because this kind of seems like something they would be interested in, but I have not heard anything from them. Because even I'm upset about this. Because they're telling grown men that they can literally go into a female's bathroom, which is, in my opinion, not a very good idea. I mean, think about it. A grown man who is at the age of 30 may have gotten a record of being a pedophile, goes into the female's bathroom. Now imagine, an 8-year-old girl goes into that same bathroom. Now there's no one in that bathroom. This man molests this girl and then runs away. Now, the little girl is quite upset about this and ends up calling the police. Or calling the manager or something. They call the police, they get an investigation, and the guy gets caught most likely, hopefully. Well, most likely they will. But none of this would happen if there is no gender space bathrooms. Pretty much, men shouldn't go into a women's bathroom and women shouldn't go into men's bathrooms. I don't care if you do classify yourself as a female. If you are born a male and you classify as a male, just because you say you're a female doesn't give you the authorization to go into a female's bathroom. I would say that there is no real reason to go into one unless you're pretty much helping your daughter or something. And that's really the only reason I can say you going into a female bathroom. I highly doubt that a man's gonna want a child to be in their bathroom but that is to be determined. That is the only reason that I can say that that's to be determined. But honestly, you would think that the mother would do that, but I'm getting off topic. But when it comes to there's been rallies, there's been picket signs and things like that saying that this shouldn't happen. Now, like I said, I don't know if this is just in a certain state or certain state or a certain city or something like that, but I would say that this is going to be tremendous trouble for Target because this could cause a giant lawsuit on their hands because keeping people quiet and keeping publicity off of them. Because when it comes to publicity, people say, oh, publicity is good or bad. Publicity is still talking. But the thing is that if people see that there is a high risk of being molested or raped in a place, they're not going to go there. People want to go shopping and they want to feel safe while doing it. They don't want to actually be around a person and when they have to go to the bathroom, see a guy there. Going into the women's bathroom, seeing a man using the bathroom, that would be just completely weird. Because you never know what could happen in that situation. Now, I can understand, well, honestly, I can't understand any of this, honestly. Because when it comes down to every little thing, there is nothing that is good in this situation. Nothing good. If you have a daughter and her father is taking her out somewhere and the daughter has to use the restroom and she needs the father's help, then that's acceptable because it's going to be undetermined where they're supposed to go. But if you're a grown man walking into a woman's bathroom, I would say that should be, technically speaking, against the law unless you were forced in there by somebody who's pranking you or something. But that's really the only reason I can see somebody going in there. But Target don't really care. And the one thing that I'm still surprised about is how come feminists aren't even into this? how come feminists isn't deep nose into this? I mean, you would think that they would actually be talking about this pretty much really bigly. But no, they're not talking about it at all. In fact, I have not heard a single feminist talking about this. And that's surprising. You would think that the feminists would actually be rallying up and getting their march on with this, because this is something I would think that the feminists would be pretty much be pissed off about. But I guess seeing that they want to say gender neutral bathrooms, I'm guessing that they don't really care about that. That's saying a lot to feminists that they are not the brightest bunch in the, well, not the smartest apple in the barrel.